My name is Kyro. I'm a sponsored skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a hard flip. Before you get into the hard flip, there's a couple tricks that you need to know, and I want to go over these quite in detail because I think it's very important that you get these down really well, as it's going to help your hard flip a lot. So the first of those tricks is, you guessed it, the kickflip. My personal opinion on this is that you have to have your flick on that kickflip really fast. So you want to get your foot to a point where you're sliding it up and then you're popping your toe up on the board, just like boosh. And that board needs to spin like super fast. Pop it and the board just goes, spins right away, catches with your back foot, goes down and lands. It's very, 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 very important that you have a great kickflip before you get into this. It's going to be really important, okay? The next one is the frontside shove it. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments and hearing a lot of comments from people on the frontside shove it that they're having a hard time because they're popping it frontside and the board is going behind them. Specifically, if you're going to be getting into the hard flip, you want to be able to do a frontside shove it to such an extent that you pop it and your board goes forward or stays level right underneath you. That's really, really important. In order to do that, you have to put the ball of your foot on the very tip of that tail, and you have to pop straight down and then forward a little bit. Your back foot actually needs to gradually push forward so that your board, as it does the front side shove it, it goes forward. That's really, really, really important because you are adding those two tricks together. Essentially on the hard flip, what you have is a kick flip and a frontside shove it. There's a couple different ways that people do this. You might see some people going kind of like this. Whoa! And it can almost look like a shove it, where the board kind of goes like that a little bit. You obviously need to get it more going frontside shove it for it to be like an actual real hard flip. So there's a straight up kind, which I can't really do those super well, or maybe some of mine are like that. Leave it in the comments below and let me know what mine are like. And then there's the ones that go really around like this. That way is really, really hard to do. I think mine are a little bit in between those two, probably about like that. And that's the way I would say to learn it. I think that's really, really, really important. And I'm gonna give you some secrets, some tips, some little things that you're gonna be able to do to make your board spin like that, get your foot out of the way, and it's just gonna be really helpful. So getting into the actual hard flip, the first thing you need to know that's really, really, really important is the foot position. My foot position might be different than other skaters. My foot position, and this is one of the keys, the secrets. Let's say this is my toes, this is my foot, right? So you're gonna turn your front foot like that. It's almost straight, maybe not quite so straight, but very close to that. Then your back foot, the ball of your foot directly on the center of that tail, just like I showed you how to do the frontside shove it by making the board go forward. Now the key to this is that you're going to flick like a kickflip, but a lot less. The key is to get that front foot out of the way, but still flip it. So you're gonna pop your back foot, it all starts with your back foot, you're gonna pop that, and then you're gonna shove that back foot forward, and then your front foot is gonna go straight to the side. Just get it out of the way, but also doing that motion with your toe. So it's just like, la, not straight off the nose like you would with a regular kickflip, because you're gonna flick, but you're gonna flick kind of instead of going this direction, you're gonna flick there, like that. Those two combinations of your back foot going this way and your front foot going that way is going to make the board do that rotation like that. So you can practice that by stepping off with your back foot. This is a very key step, and I feel like if you get this step really, really, really down, then from there it's just a whole mental commitment, go fast and commit exercise. So you're gonna pop that tail directly down and forward, kick that front foot directly off to the side. The board's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna come around, and you're gonna catch this one with your front foot. Your front foot's gonna come around right there. Practice step, key, very important. Your back foot is gonna go like that. Your board's gonna go like that. You're gonna step off your back foot. I recommend doing that. Get it down really, 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 really well. So just boom, over and over and over. Just repeat that a ton of times. When you have that down really well, this is where people have the hardest time. And I get these skate supports and they're like, I can flip the hard flip perfectly, but I cannot get both feet on the board. Your back foot now is all you got to get to land on it. Your front foot is already landing on it, catching the board and landing there. Your back foot, this is key, key, key. This thing right here, which makes your leg bend, they call it a knee. The knee needs to bend. By bending the knee, you will lift your foot high enough off the ground so that then your front foot can land on the board and your back foot can land. Now I know in the comments, 300 people are going to be saying, what about jumping? Don't you need to jump? You do need to jump, but when somebody's leg is extended, it's not like they're going to jump up high enough for their leg to be extended and for them to land. So I always like to point out that actually you are already jumping, you're just not bending your knee. So you have to pop that board, flip it around, bend your back knee, and then once your front foot has caught it, you simply extend your back knee and land on the board, and you're good, you got it, you're golden. First try! So I tried to cover most of these problems by just making the tutorial correctly so you guys learn it the correct way, but it's always important to understand some common problems and what can go wrong with your hard flip, and then how to fix those things. The most common problem is that your front foot does not get out of the way, and the board, as it's flipping around, hits your leg. As you notice, in this trick, the board goes up and in between your legs and kind of flips around like that. So it's kind of like going whoosh. So if you don't have your front foot out of the way, it's going to hit your leg like that and get stuffed. You're just not going to be able to land it like that. Another one is that your board spins and just goes there and you land primo. If that's occurring, you got to go back to that practice step and mess around with your front foot. You're either flicking too hard or not hard enough, because you could be landing like that, which is not hard enough, or like that, which is also not hard enough, or you could just be over rotating it a bit, which is too hard. Generally, you're not flicking hard enough and you need to flick a little bit harder. And like I said, it's a little bit weird because your kickflip goes off that way and the hard flip, your foot is just kind of getting out of the way. The most important part of this trick is that back foot and how you're going to pop it down and scoop it forward. Similar to a tray flip where like the whole trick is basically in your back foot, the hard flip is all basically in your back foot as well. And just by getting your front foot out of the way correctly, it's going to make that board do that kickflip rotation, which is actually quite easy. Then the other thing to understand that I guess I didn't cover too much is that your front foot gets out of the way and kind of loops around and then comes back, and you'll see it in some of these slow motion shots. The front foot goes like that, comes around, and then the front foot catches it, and then you can put your back foot down on it like that. That is very key, prime. It's going to be very helpful for you in getting this trick. All right, well, I think I've covered everything. I hope I've covered it in such extreme detail that all of you guys can learn this trick. Remember that you don't want to start out and go like, all right, I landed an ollie, now I'm going on to the hard flip. You want to learn the tricks in the sequence that are going to be easiest for you to learn them in, so you can get them all and you can be awesome in your skateboarding and build yourself up to getting better and better and better and better and better. That way, when you go into a game of skate with one of your friends and they do a hard flip, you're not like, oh no, I can't hard flip, I don't know what I'm doing. You can do it. You can learn to skateboard. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Skateboarding is not easy, and I hope that these videos are helping you guys. I really, really, really wanna get back into pushing skateboarding all over the planet, and I need your guys' help. I need your support, and I really need to know what you guys want to learn so I can make the videos to teach you how to do it. And if some of these videos are not covering a detail that is helping you, I need to know what that is. So please leave it in the comments below. Go through the trick list. Let us know which ones you got, which ones you don't, because we want to make more tutorials and get you guys really rocking and winning Game of Skate tournaments. We got this global Game of Skate going with Johnny Geiger. Let's do it. Let's go. For any of you guys that are struggling with any of these tricks or more of the basic tricks, we have a full-length series of videos. We actually have, at this point, 7 volumes. We call them Skateboarding Made Simple. It's very, very, very detailed. This particular trick is covered in one of those volumes. You guys can check it out. And right now, we're doing a very special contest for someone to create a Skateboarding Made Simple commercial. Maybe it's you running through all the tricks that you learned. Maybe you're taking footage footage from us and re-editing it. Make a commercial. The winner of that contest is going to get $1,000. So you can check that out on the Braille website. The link to that will be in the description below. And I want to personally thank each and every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. You're incredible. This whole movement to push skateboarding around the world is important because of you guys. You guys rule. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, please like, and leave those comments below. We really need to know.